Boy, oh boy, have these NBA playoffs been crazy. What's good, y'all? It is your boy, Coltrane, back with another video. And today is going to be my thoughts on the NBA playoffs so far, man. It has been a crazy, crazy ride. Been a crazy, crazy playoffs. And I can't believe everything we have seen, man, with the Oklahoma City Thunder getting out early, the Utah Jazz, the Philadelphia 76ers, who were freaking phenomenal in these playoffs, the Cavaliers and the road they went through and still going on, and the Boston Celtics, who have been the surprise team of this year's playoffs. But hope if you guys are new to the channel, I love in the NBA, man. I watch the NBA on a daily basis. You know, I love going over stuff for the NBA and like how going over the games and stuff like that for the playoffs. So I don't know what's going on with my. Alright, we should be good now. Yeah. I don't know. We will do a little dark. Alright. Yeah. We look not really a little bit too effective. Oh, guys. Much better. Yeah, much better. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy. Hit that like button. What's going on with my lady? There we go. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below, and let's get it started, man. My thoughts on the NBA playoffs, man. Wow, these playoffs have been crazy. With the bouncing of the Oklahoma City Thunder early, who I thought was at least going to take on the Houston Rockets and have the second round be interesting. That did not happen, and I was very surprised, man. The Oklahoma City Thunder were a team that I thought that could have potentially made the Western Conference Finals. I really wish the Thunder, if they would have lost in the first round, they would have took on the Warriors, because when they played the Warriors, they played very, very good. And if they would have been the 7th seed, they would have took on the Golden State, and San Antonio would have took on Houston. I think San Antonio and Houston would have been a better matchup for San Antonio rather than Golden State, because I knew they couldn't beat Golden State. So I kind of wish that the Thunder would have been the 7th seed and they would have took on the Warriors, because that was the only part I was looking forward to for the Thunder, was the Golden State Warriors, because I didn't think that they could beat Houston. I thought Houston was going to oust them in 5 games, but maybe 6 if they would have got past the Jazz. But they didn't even get past the Utah Jazz, who shocked the entire world and beat them very, very vividly, and I was very, very surprised. I really thought that the Utah Jazz was going to get the Thunder at least a tough 5, but they took it a step further and they beat them and went to the second round. My other surprise was Toronto. Toronto was hyped up to be this super team, this team that can finally take down LeBron, and it did not happen. Toronto got ousted in 4 games by the Cavs. Little sweep, see LeBron made it little Raptors again, like he did last year. Without Kyrie and a team that was considered one of the worst LeBron teams since 2007, they still got past Houston. So they still got past Toronto. That's sad, man. Toronto Raptors, you guys got a lot of got a lot of thinking to do this all season, and firing Dwayne Casey is not going to help. I guarantee you. Even with the new coach, they won't be better. I guarantee you that, ladies and gentlemen. You can guarantee that Toronto will not be better next year. I guarantee it. And another thing with these playoffs is the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers, man, they have had one of the most up and down seasons I've ever seen. This is one of LeBron James' worst teams since 2007. I guarantee you that. No other LeBron team was this bad. Even last year's team was not bad. The year before that, when they won the title, was not bad. Even the 2015 Cavs were better than this Cavaliers team. This team is not good at all. LeBron is having his toughest road to the finals. They barely beat Indiana in 7. Then they crushed Toronto. We're taking their back, but that's the Toronto Raptors. They just got blown up by the Celtics. So the Cavaliers are having a tough road to the NBA Finals, and people cannot use this excuse. Oh, LeBron had a tough road this year. Had an easy road. Where do you see easy? Where do you see easy? The Eastern Conference for LeBron James have been the toughest it's been in years. Since he joined Miami. It's been the toughest since 2000. I believe the East was tough in 2011. I remember the 2011 playoffs, they were tough. And then 2010 were tough for the East. But other than that, the East have not been tough since then. Next year will be the toughest Eastern Conference LeBron has ever played in, because everybody's going to be healthy next year. If everyone is healthy next year for the Eastern Conference playoffs, yeah, LeBron gonna have a tough road, especially if he stays in Cleveland. So getting to the finals for 8 straight time is tough this year. So you can't make that excuse. This is one of his worst teams since 2007. I don't want to hear it. This is one of his worst teams since 2007. So y'all can't make that excuse neither. So that's what's going on with the NBA playoffs right now. Who are my surprises? Philadelphia. I was surprised that they did not beat Boston. Boston was able to beat them, and I was surprised that the Celtics even made it to the second round. I mean, the conference finals. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be Philadelphia and Cleveland, but at the same time, I did not want Philadelphia and Cleveland, because now LeBron James has a chance to go to Philadelphia. The reason why. Philadelphia lost in the second round. They did not make the Western Conference Finals, and they did not fight the Cavs in their tough 7-game series. So LeBron could realistically go to Philadelphia next year and be a part of the Philadelphia 76ers. That's why I hoped Boston beats Philadelphia so he can go to Philadelphia. Now they can't use the excuse, oh, he's going to a good team. No, it's not. Philadelphia didn't even get to the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get to the conference finals. And at the same time, when I go with my predictions for the conference finals and the NBA finals, which we'll go over in just a second, for Houston, I wanted him to go to Houston, but if Houston beats Golden State, he's not going to Houston. Houston will be in the NBA finals. He'll more than likely pull a Kevin Durant move, especially if they lose. He'll pull a Kevin Durant move, going to the team that beat him. And I wanted LeBron's not gonna do that for sure, because that will tarnish his legacy for the GOAT conversation. So I don't see none of those scenarios happening. So, but I do think he has a valid chance to go to Los Angeles, Philadelphia. I'm hearing, or to stay in Cleveland, or go to Miami again. I'm hearing he might go to Miami, which is highly unlikely. I'm hearing Boston, but Boston, he ain't going to Boston. I got guarantee you that. Especially if they beat Boston, why would they go to Boston? He's not going to Boston. I got guarantee you that. You know, and Boston has Gordon Hayward, so that makes no sense. So, you can X Boston out of the country. So I'll be very, very surprised if LeBron goes to Boston. You know, Philadelphia makes the most sense, because I think Philadelphia and Boston will be the two top teams in the 2020s, because they have everything to run the Eastern Conference. Boston could be better than Philadelphia in the 2020s, and I think they will be. Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward would help Boston tremendously to bring another championship to Boston. I guarantee if LeBron James goes to Philadelphia, I don't think Boston will be ready next year. I don't think LeBron's gonna be ready to bring that squad to the NBA Finals next year. But I think the year after, possibly LeBron James, 2020, LeBron James will bring a championship to Philadelphia if he goes there. I guarantee you that. It just that all the factors. Vince Simmons has to work on the jump shot. All that stuff got to go right for Philadelphia, for LeBron, and to take that squad to the NBA Finals, and could possibly beat a Golden State or Houston next year. So, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of those possibilities have to happen for the 76ers with LeBron James to win the title this year, but next year. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think Boston will make the conference finals next year, especially if LeBron James leads Cleveland and go to Philadelphia. They will make the NBA finals next year and take on possibly the Golden State Warriors next year. But that's what I think is going to happen. I hope LeBron go to Philadelphia. What do you guys think? Where do you think LeBron James will head into free agency? As you guys know, I am a mega LeBron James fan. With him, I'm a super fan. I'm not Cash Nasty levels with it, but I am a fan of LeBron James. He's on my wall. Yeah, he's on my wall. You guys can't see it, but you guys can see the little cast poster right there. He's on my wall. I might have to add a La Philly shirt next year, hopefully. A Philadelphia shirt next year, because that makes the most sense. Now, my Eastern Conference and Western Conference predictions. Now, Boston just completely destroyed my Cavaliers yesterday. Most people say, no, Boston gonna win this in 4. Right? This is LeBron James. He's never been swept since 2007. Yeah, what was that? 2007, he got swept. That's the last time LeBron got swept. LeBron's not getting swept. Please, give me a break. Give me a break. So I got the Cavs in 5 games. I think they will pull a Golden State here and just win the next 3 games. Y'all remember when Golden State lost against New Orleans and they just killed New Orleans the next 2 games and they won the series? That's what I think the Cavs are going to do. Especially if they win in Boston tomorrow. Boston has to win game 2. If the Celtics lose game 2, Cavs going to have all the momentum going into game 3 and 4. And I guarantee they will get one of those on their home floor. So Boston, it's a must win for Boston tomorrow. If Boston wins game 2, well then I will start to panic now. Because it's 0-2 and that means LeBron has to win both in his house to not go down 3-1. Because I don't think nobody's come back from 3-1 in this year in the playoffs. I don't care who you are. No. But it's a must win for Boston. Cleveland, not so much. They can lose tomorrow, but I want them to win because that means I can get my 5-game prediction. So I think Cleveland will win game 2, 3, and 4, and 5. They'll more than likely win game 2 for sure. They'll win game 3 and 4 because it's in Cleveland. They're going to win game 3 and 4. I guarantee you that. Especially if LeBron puts on that performance that he did against the Raptors in Cleveland with those 2-game winners. Yeah, they will win in Cleveland. I guarantee you that. And I see them winning game 5 as well. I think they'll come back to Boston, all momentum in the world, and defeat Boston once again. Once LeBron James figure out how to adjust to Marquise Morris and the boys, oh yeah, he will adjust, and the Cleveland will be headed to their LeBron will head to his 8th straight NBA Finals, and this will be I believe Cleveland's 4th straight NBA Finals since 2015. That's my prediction on that. Now, Golden State and Houston. I have not seen Houston and Golden State play against each other. We only got the regular season adjustments to go, and we know how Houston was in the regular season. And this is a tough call here, man. It's a tough call here, man. These two teams are phenomenal at what they do. Most people know I do not like the Golden State Warriors, and I will love for the Golden State to lose this game tonight, and rub it in for 2 days against Warriors bandwagoners and Warriors fans. I'll let the rub it in their face for 2 days and say I told you so. But I think this series will be 7 games. I think Cavs are going to win in 5, and I got Rockets winning in 7. Here's why. I don't think Rockets have to win game 1 and 2. If they lose game 1 and 2, it's going to be very hard for Houston to win this series. They have to win game 1 and 2. If they lose game 1 and 2, it's over. Golden State will win. Golden State will probably win in 5 or sweep them. So I think Houston will win both on their home floor. Golden State will come back and win both in Golden State because Golden State plays well in the Bay Area. But here's the thing that's going to get Golden State. Houston has game 7, and Houston is very, very good in Houston. Even though they got blown up by Utah, but that's another topic for another day. But they're very good in Houston. I don't think Houston is going to beat Golden State in Golden State. If they could get 1 game in Golden State, well then, that makes it interesting. If they win game 3, oh yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. But I think the Golden State Warriors will win game 3 and 4. Houston will win game 5. They'll win game 6, and I think Houston will win game 7. I think Golden State will win all the home games, and Houston will win all their home games. And that's the reason why Houston battled so hard for the game 7 in their house, because they have a better chance of winning in Houston rather than going to the Bay Area and winning, because Golden State plays very, very well in the Bay Area, and not that many teams beat them in their house, especially in the game 7, aka Cavaliers. Cavs. Just saying. But yeah, those are my 2018 NBA Finals predictions. I think it's going to be Houston and Cleveland. And Houston, and I would not like to dot against LeBron James, but let's be factual here, man. I don't think that, even if they fight Houston, I do not think the Cavs are going to beat Houston. I got Rockets in 6 in the finals against the Cavaliers. If they play Boston, Rockets in 7. There you go. If it's Golden State Boston, Golden State in 5. If it's Golden State Cleveland, Golden State in 5. I think LeBron will win 1 game against them. But yeah. I think he'll win 2 games against Houston and win one less game against Golden State if he fights them. So, yeah, that's my predictions for the US and the NBA playoffs. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Should I do a 2018 NBA Finals preview and predictions, going over everything and who will win each game and why? If this video gets 4 likes, I will do that at the end of the Western and Eastern Conference playoffs. I'm sorry, Western and Eastern Conference Finals, and then we'll go over the 2018, and then like we did last year, we'll review every single game, game 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 3 and 4, and so on and so on. So then we'll review each game of the NBA Finals, and I give you guys my thoughts on who played well and who did not play well. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it on around to your friends. I'm Cold Train, signing out.